so impossible to deal with on a regular basis that we have decided to fabricate these beautiful planters in something called fiber resin. And fiber resin is a lightweight, extremely sturdy material that looks exactly like the real it's hard to say the real faux bois because it's the real fake wood or false wood, but it does. It looks exactly like I wanted it to look. And I cannot tell you how pleased I was when I saw the first samples of it come through from the manufacturer. They did such a beautiful job. Thank you very much. And we now have amazing planters.
There will be pots that go along with that. I'll give you the item number, but
giant pots.
We got to know how to put things in pots, and this book
yes, we will.
Is so awesome.
Here's our book, and I am so proud of this book. It is a book that I've worked on for at least maybe 40 or 50 years because I started gardening when I was 3 years old in my father's garden in Nutley, New Jersey. And Dad taught me so much. And in this book, we go through all my gardens that I have planted and nurtured and taken care of and weeded. And this book goes through each and every one of those gardens. The introduction is very charming.
Martha, you'll be, I'm sure, very happy to know over 300 of you have already dialed in. You are reserving yours. I'll tell you what else. Martha was kind enough today not only to bring her book here, but to also include it in your $27.84. You get a full year of the Martha Stewart Living Magazine. You'll get 10 issues of this and the book, and you will have yours reserved for $13.92.
Yeah, I talked to my publisher, and they were so nice.
I know, that's really nice.
If they're interested in this, they will certainly want Living. And if you already have Living, send the subscription to your best friend who doesn't have Living. This is a way to really share good advice, good inspiration, good information that comes to you on a regular basis. But this book is an essential for anybody's library, anyone who's even remotely interested in gardening, but especially if you're interested in flower arranging. Look at this arrangement of lilacs that I picked from my own garden. Every flower in this book, by the way, came from my gardens. And Kevin Sharkey, who works with me, my colleague and friend, worked on this book with me over the last few years, making all these amazing arrangements. So there's arrangements, and they're arranged by flower type. So there's chapters on peonies, chapters on lilacs, on lilies, on daffodils, on tulips. I love the tulip chapter.
That picture.
And we give you not only advice on how to grow, but also how to take care of, how to cut, how to make sure the flowers are going to last once you cut them. Look at that! Isn't that a beautiful one with the?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I
Look
love
how beautiful.
this picture of all the different kinds of tulips I grew last year or the year before on this beautiful old antique wall object. And look, there's the gardens.
Look at the peonies. I mean, I know that's something near and dear to your heart. You have
that's
a very
my peony garden. I think there's 780 different kinds of peonies in that garden.
Oh my gosh, that's fabulous. And you know what? You'll know what you're doing with these. I was impressed, Martha, because these are all flowers that we can relate to. The daffodil, the peony, the tulip, azaleas,
I didn't want to make it something that we're not familiar with, that we're not, that we don't know. So these are flowers that I know that you all grow poppies, and I know that you all grow lilacs, or at least you want to. And once you learn how, it's not so hard. If I can grow all these things, you can grow all these things. It takes a lot of concentration. It takes some good soil. It takes care, weeding. But once you get a lilac grove established in your backyard, you will have lilacs for years and years and years and years.
And then you can move on to, I mean, there's a section that you and Kevin did where you talk about different kinds of containers, where you talk about the important tools that we need on this. This is a gorgeous coffee table book. However, you're going to use this book. Martha, we have some images that we're going to share with everyone. And then Martha has some of the most clever, wonderful tricks to be able to share with us.
So there's that
picture.
So that's the way I planted 5,000 daffodils a couple years ago. I didn't dig individual holes with my hori-hori. Actually, I dug out the whole area. Then I marked it all out according to in squares, and planted put all the bulbs on. Then I covered the bulbs with 7 inches of soil.
Oh, and that's what you did. That's how you could do that.
That's for 5,000. If you're doing 24 bulbs, of course you'll use your hori-hori, or you'll use a bulb digger, whatever.
Okay.
But it works. That's one thing. There's Kevin Sharkey.
There's Kevin
with his lilac pickings. I trust Kevin to pick my flowers, and I trust my daughter Alexis to pick my flowers. I don't trust anybody else, because they know how to pick them. They know how long to make the stems. Sometimes you can pick, if you pick tree peonies too long, you won't get tree peonies next year.
1,300 of you have already reserved yours, and the bonus is when you shop with us on the Q, not only will you have reserved yours, so you will get it, the release date is the date we're giving you, February 27th, that's when it'll ship out, but you get an entire year of the Martha Stewart Living, just rename the magazine, 10 issues, and we're not charging you any more for it. All right, there's also wonderful years of learning here. You're going to show us just a couple of the things that you...
say poppies. You want to make a beautiful arrangement of poppies. Choose a container in which the poppies will be arranged. And a glass container like this, you can't put a frog or down in the bottom, because you'll see it. All I want to see are beautiful stems. So we make a grid on top of the vase with floral tape. You can use clear tape like this, or you can use the green floral tape. We did the green just so that you would be able to see it better. I can't find it. Here it is.
And the nice thing about that is that, so I could buy flowers from the grocery store and now they stand up.
Oh yes, then they won't be flopping in your vase. And then these little holes will hold the stems very nicely, and you will not see anything in the vase. Now, poppies are unusual. Poppies, when once picked, will start to nod and
like tulips, right?
Yeah. And so what I do, but this is only for poppies.
Okay.
You take the freshly cut stem, cut it on an angle like that, and then
oh, you're kidding.
Either a gas flame or a, I'm not good, I'm not a smoker. Can you like this?
I'm not either, but let me see.
Oh, there.
Oh, there you go.
Just cauterize the stem.
Oh.
See that?
Right.
And then it's ready. It kind of seals it off like you're cauterizing a wound.
Right.
And then stick that right into your flower arrangement. Now that's the way. And it will last longer. It won't last forever, but it will last a lot longer than if you didn't do that. That's just one of the many kinds.
That involves a hammer.
Yes, a hammer.
And all kinds of things.
So once you pick your lilac, again, use your secateur. Where is our secateur? We don't have our right secateurs here. And cut that on an angle like that.
Okay.
And also smash the end. If you smash it and break up the branch, it will drink more water. And you stick that
it's all in here.
Did you ever do that with your?
I have never done any of these tips. I am so using this when I get it home. And it's a beautiful, beautiful book. Remember, when you shop with us, you get the magazine. You know, unfortunately, I only have an hour right now, but we're going to go on over and we're going to talk about one of your absolute favorite things, Martha.
My planters, okay.
But
I didn't do this one.
I know, the top kind. And I'm sorry,
this is so
we didn't get to that one.